Thank you for tuning in. You're in for an educational treat. What's something that was designed for the use of one sex but is now predominantly used by the other? My hoodie apparently. I had to borrow my hoodie from my friend the other night. Just not right. It's just so much more comfy than using your own hoodies. I really don't know why, but it's true. Victoria's Secret was originally supposed to be a place for men to buy lingerie for their wives and not feel embarrassed, but now it's almost exclusively shopped at by women. Really? It was a pretty revolutionary idea. Roy Raymond sold it for $1 million in '82 and threw himself off the Golden Gate Bridge in '93. Heels, if I remember correctly. That's correct. High heels were originally made for butchers to wear, who were mostly men, so that they could keep their feet clean of any blood from slaughtering animals. It's worth pointing out that, while this is true, they were more of the block heel type. You know, for anyone who's now thinking of ancient Egyptian butchers walking around wearing black leather frick-me stilettos. Skirts used to be worn in battle by men for more room to move around. I'm imagining a bunch of soldiers in a world war holding rifles. You mean like an army of Scots in kilts? Now I'm turned on, thanks. Is this how Family Feud gets new questions and answers? Show me breaking the fourth wall. Ding. The Ford Mustang. It was supposed to be a car with a big trunk too, you could fit all the groceries in it. There was even an ad or article stating that you can own a Mustang that matches the color of your lipstick. Makes sense why a lot of old Mustangs are red. I think Mustangs are still probably one of the more popular sports cars for women, even though a lot of men drive them as well. I'm not a car fanatic, but I like to look at cars and ask people what they drive/talk about how different cars feel to drive. This is only to preface my anecdotal experience that almost every Mustang owner I know is a lady, and also almost every single one of them is in debt, and in medical school. It's a really weird niche. Hitachi Magic Wand. It was originally manufactured for relieving tension and relaxing sore muscles. Often used by athletes. But now is famous for its use as a sex toy/industrial strength vibrator. And now they relieve tension and relax the whole body instead of one muscle. Upgrades people, upgrades. For me, they relieve tension and relax the whole body by stimulating one muscle. Pink and blue were originally considered colors for boys and girls, respectively. I've heard this, but I never bothered to see when and why it changed. All babies and toddlers wore dresses. Baby blue related to the Virgin Mary is my understanding, and red was manly apparently, so pink was the childish version of manly red. Ugg boots were originally worn by male surfers, with their girlfriends stealing and wearing them like they would a leather jacket. Shaving razors were made for men, but women shave a good bit more now, both in frequency and surface area. Area yes, frequency A. I drunkenly shaved my legs a month ago and my friend was shocked I would have had to shave the next day if I wanted to stay smooth. She only shaves like twice a week and is always smooth. Makeup, also primarily worn by wealthy men back in the day. Makeup for both sexes is as old as civilization. They had to make up for it. Filtered cigarettes in general, but Marlboro made the biggest leap in terms of gendered marketing. Once that whole conspiracy theory came out that like cigarettes are bad for you or something and more people switched to filtered cigarettes, it's filtered, that means it's good for you, was around the time that the Salt of the Earth classic American Marlboro Man came into existence, trying to distance the brand from its previously woman-focused advertisements. Marlboro Reds referenced the color of the filter, which was red so that it wouldn't show lipstick. Kinda funny that reds are considered manly now, and women are more likely to smoke the lights which have white filters. Those leg stirrups they use at the gynecologist were invented for removing kidney bladder stones in men. They used to cut from below the testicles and cut right through the prostate. It had a very low survival rate and was not approved by the medical profession. The original Hippocratic Oath had a section on not cutting for stone, meaning they swore not to surgically remove the stones because of it. They later removed that section of the oath, otherwise a bunch of urologists would be out of a job. Bladder stones, not kidney stones. To get to a kidney stone through the taint you would be elbow deep in the patient. Old Spice was launched by Schulten Incorporated in 1937. William Lightfoot Schultz was inspired by his mother's potpourri, and as a result, the first Old Spice product in 1937 was a woman's scent called Early American Old Spice. The product was received well, and therefore followed with Old Spice for Men in 1938. I love Old Spice, and I am female. My husband and I share deodorants. I'm hoping one day Old Spice will make a line for women, sea hag, forest witch, something tough and not floofy like lavender flower blossom or something. I didn't know Old Spice used to be for women. Reclaim Old Spice. Holding doors for people. A woman was supposed to hold the door for a man so he could check for any dangers in the building. The thought was mainly for married couples, but it could be done to a total stranger as well. At some point it flipped and turned to just being a polite thing to do. The theory I heard was that women began to enter first to make sure the man didn't have any enemies in the room because they wouldn't shoot her. Something related to the mafia. Interesting. Wristwatches. They were made because most women didn't have pockets for pocket watches. Now I pretty much just see men wear them, though they've started to fall out of style. What would have been your answer or question? Leave it in the comments below. Slap that like and subscribe button for more, and check out the link in the video description for even more answers. Peace out, and catch you in the next video.